All right, Rams and Bears tonight in Chicago in the other half of the NFC Divisional Round on the shores of Lake Michigan. January, windy city, gonna be cold, gonna be windy. That's not breaking news. What is noteworthy, though, the Bears have a quarterback and an offense that can trade punches with MVP favorite Matthew Stafford and these high-scoring Rams. It will be cold, to be fair, even by January, second city standards. 19 degrees anticipated at kickoff, wind 22 miles an hour. 40% chance of precip. It's weather on the zeros here on SportsCenter AM. Kimberly Martin, just to accurately demonstrate how cold it is. Kimberly Martin, fresh from the Yukon territory. She's with us from Soldier Field, SportsCenter. Kimberly, in all seriousness, the game between the lines, how are the Bears preparing to go up against a high-powered Rams offense?
Is it nice in that studio, Randy? All right, listen, for this matchup, I talked to Bears safety Kevin Byard, and he told me this is the toughest matchup, the toughest offense that we are going to face all year. And he said Matthew Stafford is probably playing better than any quarterback in the league right now. Listen, not only do they present issues for defenses because they have Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, but Byard told me the Rams play the most 13 personnel of any team in the league. Obviously, that's 3 tight ends. And he said because their tight ends are so big, so good, that creates mismatches all over the field that makes it tough for us. So I said, okay, what's the strategy against the #1 offense? And he said, we got to try to make them as one-dimensional as possible. And get this, Randy, he said, we have to force Matthew Stafford to throw the ball 40 to 50 times. Now, Byard knows that Matthew Stafford can beat them with his arm, but he said the more times the ball is in the air, the more opportunities for us to get takeaways, and it's probably the best way for us to beat them. Now, the Bears, they don't want this to turn into a late shootout, but they're okay if it comes to that. The Rams, they have 5 losses, but 4 of them have come on the road, and all 5 have been by 7 points or fewer. Byard said, listen, that Rams team, they are not going to lay down. They are going to put up points. But when it comes to a 4-quarter game, I like us.
I like us. Bears are looking for their first NFC Championship game appearance since the 2010 season. It's been 15 years already. Kimberly Martin, warm up ahead of game time. Thank you so much.
Man, looking at Kimberly just makes me cold.
It's cold out there.
It's
I don't
cold
miss
out
those
there.
days.
I do not miss that at all. Damien Woody joining us here on SportsCenter. We just heard Kimberly talk about that Bears defense. However, let's talk about that Rams defense. What concerns you with them?
It's the secondary. The secondary, particularly towards the end of the season, has been a concern for this Los Angeles Rams team. We saw last week against Bryce Young how well that Bryce Young and those receivers played well against that Rams secondary. And so when you look at this matchup against Caleb Williams and all the weapons at his disposal, Luther Burden, Roma Dunze, Moore, all those guys, they have opportunities to really expose this Rams secondary. I think this thing could be a high-scoring affair.
Ooh, a high-scoring affair out there in Soldier Field. All right, Damien will be back on the next block to break down Texans Patriots. I know that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
As SportsCenter, we know that Texans defense has been stout. However, what are you looking for from C.J. Stroud in this matchup today?
Well, I think he has to understand is the way they play football, it's all predicated by how they play defense. He doesn't have to be in a hurry. Don't try to play hero ball. You're playing against the New England Patriots that have the 3rd-ranked defense. They have an outstanding defense as well. So what you cannot do is all of a sudden think you got to play hero ball. No, just play the game. You might go 2 or 3 possessions where you don't score, where you have to punt the ball. Your defense will keep you in the game. Yeah. That's what this team relies on is their defense, and they have an outstanding defense. I'm talking about the Texans. They are really, really good.
Yeah, and on the other side, you have Drake May, only his 2nd career playoff game. What are you looking for from Drake May and this Patriots team?
Same thing. Drake May all of a sudden faces #1 defense in the National Football League. They only give up 17 points a game. He understands that because he competes against his defense every day in practice. So when you play a game like this, he's getting experience in the playoffs, had a fine game. This is a really good football team. We think about what they've done this year. Don't play out of your comfort zone. Just be who you are. Yeah. Sometimes we make games bigger than what they are. Just play football.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
It sounds nice, Coach. Just play football, but there's a lot weighing on this Patriots team. They haven't won a playoff game at home since 2019. Young quarterback. Last time they won, Tom Brady was under center.
Oh, don't tell me about him. I know all about him.
You know all about that
We created
guy.
Tom Brady when I was with the Jets. When we knocked out Bledsoe, in comes this guy named Tom Brady. No one knew who he was.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everybody knows Tom Brady.
Oh, look, I'm giving Coach bad nightmares now. Thanks so much, Coach, for the insight.
You're welcome.
So it was Herm's fault.
It was, yeah, that's good to know. I was blaming Mo Lewis this whole time. ESPN betting analyst Joe Fortenbaugh is with us on SportsCenter. Your best bets for the Texans-Patriots game are what?
Low-scoring game here. We're going to bet under 40.5. Few things to look at. Number one, both teams ranked 24th or slower in pace, so expect the clock to be bleeding throughout the course of the game. That's good for an under. Drake May this season, as great as he's been, has only played 4 games against teams with a winning record. He's 2-2 in those games with 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and 17 sacks. Enter the Houston defense. Top 3 in scoring, efficiency, and EPA. On the other side, however, you have C.J. Stroud and a Texan offense that struggled big last week against Pittsburgh and ranks 18th in scoring on the road this season. Rock fight incoming. We play under 40.5.
This may be another memory for Herm Edwards. This is the first playoff matchup between teams that allowed 6 or fewer points in the previous playoff game since the 0-2 NFC Championship. That was the Bucs.
How about that?
Who beat your Eagles.
Glad we could get that
That's fine.
in there. Yeah.
That's fine. What's your best bet?
That's awesome. Wasn't that the end of the vet, too?
What's your best bet for Rams and Bears?
You want to test my cholesterol today?
No,
Get everything all worked up there?
You got snow you got to show.
We're good. That doesn't stop, by the way. That we're going to go the other way. We're going to play the over in this one. I know the Ram man likes to go bargain shopping. This game is all about a bargain basement price. Total open 51.5, got bet down to 48.5 because of the weather. It's supposed to be very cold. I see opportunity where others see cold weather. Last 10 years in the playoffs, kickoff, freezing temperatures at kickoff, 18-9 to the over. This Ram defense has fallen off a cliff since week 13, 22nd or worse in scoring efficiency and EPA. On the other side, you have a Bears defense that led the NFL in takeaways and still ranked 23rd in scoring defense. This game, I think we have fireworks coming.
All right, the Bears 2-0 outright as home dogs this season. They're 12-3 against the number in their last 15 games.
That's good.
Joe Fortenbaugh, remember, lift with your back.
Yeah.
Violently twist
violently.
That's it. That's
with that type of
with the Texans in Foxborough, where there's a high chance for snow. Then at 6:30, the Bears host the Rams with 20-degree weather, potential snow there as well. Frigid Foxborough is a setting that provided a backdrop for some of the best postseason games in history. So let's revisit them. 2001. Tuck rule game, for those familiar, late in the fourth, Brady appeared to fumble on a sack with the Raiders recovery, but the call was overturned. Vinatieri go on to make the game-time field goal, force OT, and then another to win it in OT. D. Wood has thoughts. Then a couple years later in the 2003 AFC Championship against Peyton Manning and the Colts, Ty Law picked off Manning 3 times to lead New England to a 24-14 dub and its second Super Bowl appearance in 3 seasons. The Patriots and Colts met once again the following season, but this time in the divisional round. Patriots running back Corey Dillon rushed for 144 in his playoff debut, while Brady put the game out of reach with a 1-yard rushing score in the 4th frame.
D. Wood back with us, looking ahead to Sunday's divisional round doubleheader. D. Wood, let's start in Foxborough. You had a cameo in the Tuck Rule video we just showed. Patriots and Drake May, the 2025 New England team. They've been awesome. About to play, though, maybe best defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
As a former O-lineman yourself, how do you see New England stacking up against this pass rush?
It's going to present a problem. I mean, this Houston Texans defense, particularly that defensive line, is elite. They got 2 premier edge rushers on the outside. And here's the thing about New England's offensive line. They're starting 2 rookies on the left side of their line. And so I'll be interested to see what kind of game plan Mike Vrabel and company will have to help the left tackle Will Campbell and company as it relates to that pass rush from the Houston Texans.
Yeah, Drake May, sacks taken has been a problem in the past, but that is a very compelling side of the ball. Number 1 total defense, Houston, against number 3 total offense, New England. D. Wood, the forecast is brutal in the finale Sunday night. Sub-zero wind chills in Chicago. What do you think decides Rams-Bears?
A couple things. You just touched on it. Number one, how did the Los Angeles Rams handle the weather conditions? It's going to be it's very cold. Obviously, talk about a Los Angeles team that's playing inside. You got to go out and play in brutal weather in Chicago. That's something the Bears bear watching. And then number 2. Can this Chicago Bears defense continue to take away the football? They're not the best defense in the world. They're not world beaters, but they do a very good job of taking care of the football. Matt Stafford and company that has to be a priority going into this game of taking care of the football, because I think this game is going to be high scoring. Yeah. Because both defenses have struggled, especially the Rams recently, so there could be a lot of points. Could come down to turnovers in this game.
Well, we just saw the Bills go into Denver, not punt and lose because of 5 turnovers on the day. Damien Woody, thanks so much, man.